We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy presented opportunities in both directions. Early on in the first half of the day at 10:40 a.m., it sent out a bull indicator and call options went up 50% plus. And in the second half of the day, it sent out at 12:30 p.m. a bear indicator and options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are at the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot at 9:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here from the rip area to the dip area in multiple parts of the day, and now trying to bounce back up so far to red with green borders. And the next piece missing is dark green and bright green if the transitions were to continue, right? I'm going to be watching for that. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index on the 30-minute with a bull indicator, right? Canceling out that bear indicator from yesterday at 5:02, but we were watching this if it would continue the transition because the last piece missing was white with red borders. It did hit multiple white with red borders and no bull indicator on any of the pops back up. This bear indicator dominated all day, and now here in the after hours, we're having a bull indicator close and confirm here so far, and it's going to be crucial and critical for inflows to follow, which we're going to break down in just a moment. And I'm going to be watching this very carefully here as the after hours continue and going into tomorrow. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out into the 1 hour, we could see here on the 1 hour chart a bear indicator still dominating here at 5:0260 area, full transition from the rip area to the dip area and trying to come back up. This needs to get inflows to pick up with it and go ahead and get a bull indicator in the process in the bigger picture, in my opinion, to justify any further move to the upside and it's going to continue to possibly retest key resistance levels if those inflows follow and a possible bull indicator pops up to cancel out this bear indicator. Now, when we go ahead and look at the 30-minute of Tesla, it was not the only stock to spy falling, right? It's been under a bear indicator since yesterday here, full domination all day. But when we zoom into the 15-minute, same thing, bear indicator. And when we finally zoom into the 5-minute, a bull indicator has popped up within the volatility of Tesla. Lots of people are watching it here as it's coming back down to retest key support levels. I would not ignore that. And then you also have Apple going downwards, but in the after hours, just like the SPY, getting a bull indicator. Definitely something to not overlook here on these stocks. Now, when we zoom into the 15-minute, we could see here on the SPY, bull indicator popping up and canceling out that bear indicator that dominated since yesterday, right? Nowhere along the way, a bull indicator has popped up. Full weakness, and this is the first one popping up, and it's going to be crucial for a staircase effect to continue to follow with inflows following, which we're going to pull up in just a moment. I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows dominating into the open and all day trying to come back up but never crossing the midpoint. This is the most significant move we've seen here into the close and into the after hours of inflows coming back up to negative 2.54 after hitting lows down here of negative 8. Some of the lowest outflows that we've seen in the last several days and weeks, right? Since way back here on January 31st, when things dropped from 489 and 488 all the way down to 482. And now it's trying to bounce back up sharply, and this is something I would not ignore. I'm going to be watching this going into the rest of the after hours and going into tomorrow if those inflows can pick up and cross the midpoint. Now, in the bigger picture, the 1 hour inflows are trying to pick up as well, but outflows dominated all day here within the charts, and you could see the weakness there since the outflow crossover and pulling downwards even further, how it impacted the chart, right? So it's going to be crucial again for these inflows to continue to head towards the midpoint. They have switched to green and they're trying to pick up here in the after hours and going into tomorrow. This is something to not ignore, and I will be watching very closely. Now, on the 15-minute within the volatility, inflows did try to pick up here in the middle of the day, and things slowed down. And once it crossed back down, that's the weakness that we saw here going into the second half of the day. But quickly, this sharp bounce, inflows picked up, and they're back above the midpoint. This is definitely important here within the volatility for these inflows to continue to push up higher and pull away from the midpoint to the upside with strength to continue reflecting that strength into these charts and possibly roll it over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, right? That's what I'm going to be looking for going into tomorrow. So what are the key levels I'll be watching? The first thing is support, guys. The first support level is 493. If these outflows cross over to the downside and switch from green to red and pull further away from the midpoint and roll that weakness over into the 30-minute and 1 hour again, well then below 493, the next level I'll be watching is 491, and then in that tight range 490 to 488, right? Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to continue pushing up, as I stated, continue this staircase effect to the upside, reflect that strength into the 30-minute and 1 hour, and the first resistance is 496, and then above that I'll be watching 498 and then 500. And you could see these inflows sharply trying to come back up on the 30-minute and the 1 hour and 15-minute so far. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, but the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're trying to push up, and outflows dominated all day today. And on the 15-minute, it has crossed back up, and it's going to be crucial if it continues to see if it rolls it over that strength into the 30-minute and 1 hour to cross over the midpoints. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's make some money.